Today we'll be going through two trigonometry questions. So we're going to learn how to apply the three formulas that we covered previously. So if tangent is opposite over adjacent, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So now let's look at an example. So if this question, it says that in a computer game, a soldier is stand on top, which is at A, and is looking down at the enemy at E. So the question wants us to find the distance between the enemy and the foot of the building. So we are looking at BE. So first step, we always label all the sides of the triangle. So if you recall, opposite of the given angle, this length OAB will be our opposite. Opposite of our right angle, this length AE will be our hypotenuse. And the last length will be adjacent. Which formula should we use? So we'll write all of them out. So we have tangent, again, is opposite over adjacent, cosine is adjacent over hypo, and lastly sine is opposite over hypo. So we can see that what the question wants us to find is A, and what we have is O. So we'll look for the formula with O and A inside, which is tangent. So we write down tangent theta is opposite over adjacent. So recall this will be the angle, and these two are the length of the triangle. So we have tangent 38 degrees equal to O, which is 45 over adjacent, which is BE. Doing our cross multiplication, BE times tangent 38 is equal to 45, and we'll get BE equal to 45 over tangent 38 degrees. So when you key this in a calculator, we'll get 57.59, and we round off to 3SF, we get 57.6 meter. Now, let's look at the next example. We have this figure OA, which makes an angle of 135. So recall that when we want to apply this Trigo formula, it has to be a right angle triangle. So this will be the triangle that we'll be looking at. So we're going to minus off 180 degree minus 135 degree, which gives us 45 degree. So this angle here will be 45 degree, and here will be 90 degree. So same thing, our first step is to always label all the sides of the triangle. So opposite of the right angle, OP will be H. And opposite of 45 degree, this side will be our opposite. And lastly, the last length will be our adjacent. So question wants us to find the coordinate of P. So we need to find both this X coordinate and this Y coordinate. So let's look at the X coordinate first. So I want to find A, and I am given H. So recall the three formulas again. Tangent theta, O over A. Cosine theta is A over H. And lastly, sine theta is O over H. So I want A and I have H. So we will use the cosine formula. So cosine 45 degree is equal to A over H, which is 3 root 2. So when you cross multiply, is cosine 45 degree times 3 square root 2. So when you key this in your calculator, you'll get this as 3. So we have H and we are looking for O now. So we use the last formula. So sine 45 degree is O over H. And when you cross multiply, we'll get sine 45 degrees times 3 root 2, which gives us 3 also. So it means that our X coordinate here will be 3 and the Y coordinate here will be 3. However, if you recall, if you are to the left of the coordinate, our X value will be negative 3 and P will be 3. So this is our coordinate for P. So that's it.